Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am actually finishing 12 days of foundation hunt. If you don't know what I mean, don't follow me on other social media accounts. Didn't read the caption in the last foundation hunt that I posted. I said in that video that I was done with 12 days because that La Mer foundation was supposed to be the last foundation I was posting this month. However, when I went to go edit this foundation, I already tried this foundation. I know how it wears, all that good stuff. When I went to go edit the video, half the footage was missing, so I didn't have a day 11 to post, so that's why I posted that one. And I was just gonna film this one the next chance that I got to film a video, which is what I'm doing today. So if you want 12 days of foundation hunt to finally end, then just stay tuned. So today's foundation is on the Kevyn Aucoin foundation Balm. This retails for $52 for 0.7 ounces. This comes in 20 shades. I don't know, but I just feel like, isn't that a brand that you just like expect better from? You expect more? Maybe not, because now that I think about it, I think like I've seen some concealers or contours where it's just like okay, so maybe not, but I don't know, I feel like it is, given you know who it is, I feel like you know you kind of expect better. But we're here. Okay, this is in the shade Deep FB15. This is the second to darkest shade that this comes in. Let's see what it says about this foundation. A full coverage foundation with an innovative silky balm texture, fortified with hyaluronic acid for a flawless finish and an extended shade range. Okay, it is full coverage, matte finish, cream formulation for normal, combination, and oily skin types. So if you've noticed, my hair is all over the place. Okay, just washed it. My struggle here is I'm looking for a place to braid it here in Long Island. This specific area of Long Island. Like if I was living where I used to live, I'd have no issues finding a place to braid it. But here, yeah, it's looking pretty quiet for that, and I'm gonna have to go like all the way to the city for that. So right now I'm just kind of letting it do whatever it wants to do, but it can't stay like this, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. So for $52 you do also get a brush with this product. It's, you know, like a mini brush. I feel like this would be a nice foundation brush, like full size. The length of, well, I guess people would also like the mini too. I would like, you know, like a full length there, but this is the length you're gonna get. It was a nice brush when I tried it out the first time. The directions were to swirl it around and then apply from the center out. It has an interesting like texture to it. Just going to, and then so this is the foundation on my face. I haven't moved on yet. Is she buildable? Yes, she is. You know, did a few more little dots there on some dark spots that I've got. But with this brand in general, you want to be careful with building products because everything is pretty, you know, like full coverage type products. When you start building there, you can easily get pretty cakey. But I would say this is like 1.5 go arounds on my face. And this is what it's looking like. So this will be my face for the day. It is 12:46. I'm gonna go check in, then come back later to tell you guys my thoughts on this foundation and if anything might have changed since the first time that I tried it. So I'll see you back here. So it is 5:03. Of course, I would put gum in right before I start filming this, but this is my face is looking like. Yeah, you know, my oil is starting to show through, but given the type of product that it is and me having oily skin, I'm not really surprised. It's not giving me, you know, like, okay, I need you to find a mirror and some blotting paper and figure it out, sis. It's not giving me that, but my oil is starting to show through. Other than that, you know, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but this foundation does have a very nice finish on the face, very nice look to the face. I'm only gonna give it like another hour or something like that and then come back in, why am I out of breath, in studio lighting to tell you guys about this foundation. So this is my face at 6:07. This is what it's looking like. I feel like I should blot my face before I start talking. Here, let me blot one side of it here. Now, for any, you know, creamy, moussey type, y'all see that difference there? Blotted, not blotted there. But look at not blotted, not blotted. Look at not blotted. yeah, you know, okay, she's looking oily there, you know, hours later. But it's not, there's been worse, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. And for, you know, those creamy, moussey type products, I'm not surprised. Like at all. They usually say, you know, if you have oily skin to not stay away, but maybe those aren't the best type of products for you, and you know, you should stick to a powder foundation or something like that. And you know, if you have dry skin, maybe a powder foundation is not for you. If you have this skin, maybe liquid's not for you. So I'm not really surprised there. You guys know I don't use the most mattifying primers and stuff like that because, you know, that's just not the makeup style that I'm into right now. But you could do that, and I feel like for someone who doesn't do that, like, one, I'm not surprised by this, and two, you know, it's still better than sometimes that I actually have, you know, had like a full matte foundation or matte primers and setting sprays and stuff like that, and it's still, you know, ended up looking worse than this there. So I'm not that mad at the oil control there for this foundation. Now it did say full coverage foundation before, right? Yeah, it's full coverage. And honestly, from the things I've tried from the brand, I'm not surprised at all. The whole brand aesthetic kind of, you know, revolves around full coverage, full glam, that full, you know, celebrity red carpet, even though red carpet can be, you know, soft makeup as well, but y'all know what I mean. Like, that's the aesthetic that they give, kind of like the brand Il Makiage, where they're like, listen, we don't do that whole, you know, your skin but better. No, you're gonna get full cake face over. They literally say that, if none of you have heard of the brand. Like, that's literally what they say. You know, that's the look that we're going for, not so much the Glossier milk makeup, you know, nothing is more. That's not them. That's not these type of brands. So I'm not surprised that is a full coverage foundation. With that being said, when it's full, like out of the bottle type full coverage, you know, you gotta be careful with that, because if you do like full coverage but you don't like that cakey, you can kind of see it like just sitting there on your face, then you can go overboard with products like that very quickly. If you've seen the video that I did on the concealer, that's what happened to me there. With this one, you know, I used a little tiny bit there, which kind of gave me a little bit more of, you know, medium coverage, but I built more where I've got some dark spots and stuff like that. So, you know, if you want medium coverage, I feel like you can get it out of this. You can certainly get full coverage out of this, build a little bit, you know, if you've got some spots, maybe some hyperpigmentation, but you know, you also like color, well, I would think color correct hyperpigmentation before that. You know, if you've got stuff like that, yeah, you can build enough to the point where you can cover that. But if you do like layers of foundation on your face, might not be the foundation for you, because I feel like it still gives a very natural, I was gonna say natural finish. Maybe I'm looking for nice finish there, like enough where you know I am wearing makeup, but not so much, you know, like, oh, like your skin but better. Like, y'all, like, you know, I'm wearing makeup here on my face, but still where it's like, okay, still a calm amount, if that's making sense there. Matte finish, yeah, I would say it was a pretty matte finish. Maybe it is because I have oily skin, but it's kind of giving me like soft matte type finish. Formulation cream, that's why my face is sitting how it is. Again, I've got oily skin. A cream is like one of the last foundations people usually tell you if you have oily skin to wear, but if I like it, I'm gonna make it work, whether it's cream, liquid, powder, anything like that. Anything else? Silky balm texture. There we go with hyaluronic acid again. Like, I guess that's the new thing that we're adding into. I'm not complaining, but you know, it's another time we're seeing it in a foundation during this 12 days of foundation hunt process. Flawless finish, extended shade range. All right, so as far as how I feel about the foundation, I like the foundation. You know, it's a little more glamorous of a foundation for me. And I know that sounds weird, but if you're here often, then you know that I go for like that medium coverage type thing, where some days I care and I'm like, you know, I want it to be a little extra flawless today, and then some days I don't, where I'm like, it's okay, you can see some dark spots on my face today, I don't really care. I like a foundation that'll give me that balance there. And like I said, with this one, you can go left, real quick there. So that's what I mean when I say like it's a little more extra than the usual foundations that I would wear. Like one of those, you know, special occasion type foundations where you might wear it to a wedding or something like that. Like I said, it does have a very nice finish. I like the look of this foundation, you know, behind a camera, in real life, in a mirror, anything like that. I love the look of this foundation. Like I said, I do feel like it is, and the brand in general is more for the people who do look like that full face of makeup, the Instagram makeup vibe, stuff like that. I really don't, there's the oil control there where it's not the best there, but I feel like it is a manageable thing. You know, if I did use maybe a more mattifying setting powder than, you know, six hours later, it probably wouldn't be that bad here in my T-zone. But I also have foundations that have lasted even longer than 6 hours, and I didn't have to do that. So it's just kind of one of those foundations where it's like, okay, like I like you, you're nice, I see your advantages, I see where I might want to wear you to, but that's just kind of it. Like, okay, you nice, okay. If I have any cons, like full on about this foundation, I don't know. I don't think I have any like I don't care. Well, that's what the paper looked like after I blotted there. There's gonna be some transfer. I guess you could say the oil control is a con for my oily skin people out there. The shade range, that's a con. The shade range is a con. This is the second to last shade. It's one of those shade ranges where it's just kind of like, all right, here's a range, here's a range. Okay, and let's just drop these. That's what I get for trying to pick anything up in the video. But you guys know what I mean. Like those shade ranges where it's like, it's making sense, it's making sense, it's making sense. Then you get to the end and it's like, all right, clearly someone just threw on like an extra 3 shades there and called it a day. So the shade range can be a con there. But if you can find a shade for you, like I said, I think it's a nice foundation, but that's just where I am. It's a nice foundation. Would I pull it out again? Yeah, actually, you know, I feel like for those videos where if I'm ever like, you know, one of those 0 to 100 type transformation videos, full coverage type video, I would pull it out again, because even if I am doing a full coverage look, I feel like it could still give me like a nice, I keep wanting to say natural finish. So I've said before, like, nah, I probably won't pick this up again. But this, yeah, I probably would pick this up again. Do I think the brush made any difference? No, not really. I'd probably pick it up again and use my own foundation brush, just because I told you, like, I like the fact that it's longer. And yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, that's a weird way. I don't want to end 12 days on just like a vibe of a foundation, but that's honestly where I am with this. And I feel like it's pretty much the same thing that I said the first time that I filmed this foundation. That's also a thing, like sometimes when you're trying those type of videos where it's like a first impression and you have to do it again, then it's not the same because you already know how it's going to go, unless you happen to have one of those instances where it doesn't perform the same way that it did the first time. So then you can be like, it was completely different, or it got even worse than the first time that I tried it. Like if you have one of those, okay, but if not, then you're just kind of like, I just said this in a video a few days ago. So that's why, you know, if it seems off, it's just because like I already said this. So I think my mind is getting confused with like, did I already say this, or am I thinking that I have said it and that's what I said in the other video and I haven't said it in this one? So I don't like having to re-film things, and that's why I feel like I'm off here. And now I can confidently say, unless something happens to this footage, that I am done with 12 days of foundation hunt. This is the second year. Yes, I think this is the second year of doing 12 days. Before I was just doing the whole, you know, week in the spring, week in the winter, and either last year or maybe the year before, I was like, you know, let's play on the whole, you know, holiday 12 days thing. So this is either the second or third time that I've done that. I'm excited. I feel like out of the 12 days, the 7 days, the weeks of this, however long, that this was the most successful one that I've done so far as the shades that I picked out, the foundations that I picked out, how they performed. I feel like we had more like yeses, I'm gonna wear this again, or, you know, she was cute, she was nice, but you know, it was just kind of type thing, then just flat out like no. I think there was only like maybe 1 or 2 flat out like no, I didn't like it during this 12-day process. So I feel like that's a good thing, you know. That's the best that we've gotten so far, so that's only giving me hope moving forward in the future. Even though I've seen some of the foundations that are coming out in January, I've ordered some of them. We've got some things to talk about there, but we're gonna end this positively here because 1, I'm done. Okay, I'm excited about that. And 2, like I said, it was one of the best ones that I've done. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this year's 12 days. Let me know in the comments down below which foundation you're most interested in after seeing these 12 days. You know, if I gave you guys any ideas on some foundations that you might want to check out. Maybe you've already picked it up. It's already past Christmas, so you know, you've got your gift cards. Go ahead and pick something up. You know, just let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. I will see you in the next one. Bye.